Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your boy NIO here. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing great. Today we have some major news. As always, we are now taking at Yahoo Finance. Our president says the war on Iran is nearly over. That doesn't solve the oil crisis. Of course, some analysts are more on the safe side. They want to be on the safe side, and of course, they are not expecting anything to change uh, dramatically right away, right? So, oil price purchase as confusion soars. And let's take a look at the energy prices. Why not, right? Energy. Let's see. Do we have any? All right. Crude oil, $86 per barrel, down 8.6%. Natural gas, heating oil, gasoline also down. Gold, silver, copper holding steady, which is wonderful. Look at this spike over the last weekend for oil. And now we are seemingly coming down at the same speed too. Well, what goes up must come down. And today, seemingly the market is pretty okay, and there is no major news that rattle stock market. Are we not going to Dow Jones? Come on. All right, rather than waiting for it. Oh, here we are. It's kind of slow, huh? All right, let's take a look at this NIO.
But here's a quick reality check for you. Have you ever noticed how normal car doors just feel kind of clunky? Like you're pulling a heavy piece of metal on a rusty hinge? Not here. The ET9 features fully frameless, electric soft closed doors with hidden sensor based handles that glide out silently as you approach, like a butler offering you a towel. But wait, remember how I mentioned the snow shaking feature? That's all thanks to the Skyride fully active suspension system hiding behind these wheels. This is where the engineering gets ridiculous. Each wheel has its own dedicated hydraulic pump. The car can lift itself, lower itself, and independently adjust every single corner in literally milliseconds. If you go over a massive speed bump, the wheel absorbs it completely, and the body of the car stays perfectly, totally flat. You could balance a hot cup of coffee on the hood while driving over a New York City pothole and you wouldn't spill a drop. It's black magic. It's sorcery. Oh, and before we move to the back, let me just drop a tiny hint. You see that rear wheel? When I show you what it does during a U-turn later, your brain is going to short circuit. Moving to the rear, the ET9 just continues to ruthlessly flex on the entire auto industry. The stance from the back is impossibly wide. It looks planted, heavy, and brutally expensive. The taillight is this one continuous razor-thin light bar that stretches across the entire trunk. But it's not just a static red glow. It has these fluid, sequential animations when you lock and unlock the car that make it look like the vehicle is actually breathing. It's almost creepy how alive it feels. Down below, you have a massive, aggressive rear diffuser that meticulously manages the airflow exiting from under the battery pack. But the absolute coolest part? Hidden seamlessly into the trunk lid is a fully active rear spoiler. When you hit about 50 miles per hour, it silently deploys to increase downforce. Now, you might be asking, why does a massive luxury executive sedan need an active spoiler like it's a McLaren? Because of the absolute violence hiding underneath the floorboards. Let's talk numbers, because the powertrain on the ET9 is deeply, deeply offensive to anyone who just dropped over 100 grand on a domestic EV. This is a dual motor.
Now, this is a NIO flagship ET9 executive sedan that started at around 120 USD, but it has the feature of a car that is almost double the MSRP.
It launches 2.7-ton private jet from 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. That means you can legally embarrass most muscle cars off a red light while getting a hot stone back massage. But horsepower is cheap these days, right? Anybody can make a fast electric vacuum cleaner. Where the ET9 completely destroys the competition is the electrical architecture. Listen to me very carefully because this makes me want to cry. Most EVs on the road today run on a 400 volt system. Porsche and Hyundai bumped up to 800 volts and they bragged about it for years. The NIO ET9 runs on a world first 925 volt architecture. What does that actually mean for you, a normal human? It means when you plug this thing into a proper fast charger, it can pull 600 kilowatts of power. 600! To put that in human terms, you can plug this car in, walk inside to grab a stale gas station coffee, and in 5 minutes, literally 300 seconds, you have added 160 miles of range. It literally charges faster than my phone. And if you're...
To put it in context or comparison, 5 minutes, 163 miles at... When my car was down to 20%, I have roughly 45 miles left. And to gain 163 miles, it is around 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Well, I would say 25, because the last 20 to last 25 minutes take forever for Tesla cars, especially my car, Model X. Wow, to gain that 163 miles in just 3 minutes? 5 minutes, that is crazy. Yeah, Tesla will be 20 to 25 minutes for 163 miles. Addition, do they talk about the interior? I want you to see the interior. It's so crazy. Oh, not yet. Okay.
Too lazy to wait 5 minutes? NIO has battery swap stations. You pull the car into a garage, a robot underneath unbolts your dead battery, slaps in a fully charged 120 kilowatt hour pack, and you drive away in 3 minutes. 3 minutes! Meanwhile, I'm sitting at a broken Electrify America station in a Walmart parking lot for 45 minutes fighting with a frozen touchscreen. Do you see why I'm jealous?
Now it's even crazier. The battery swap technology of NIO. If you are almost completely deplete, if you have almost completely depleted your battery, let's say you have been driving your car on a long road trip and now it's only down to 3%, you go inside a NIO battery swap station, in 3.2 minutes, you come out with at least 90%, at least, depending on the state of charge of the battery. Because they are constantly charging the battery depending on the time you arrive. They may be fully charged, they may not be fully charged yet, but it's at least 90% charged. So from 3% to 90% in 3.2 miles, 3.2 minutes. And depending on which battery size you choose for the app, via the app before you arrive at the swap stations, if you choose the 150 kilowatt hour battery, you have almost 450 miles right away after 3.2 minutes. How far can the Tesla charge? Okay, never mind. We are not in the same planet.
Could never. Now, before we open the doors and I show you the absolute sheer insanity of the interior, we need to talk about safety. Because this isn't just a fast computer, it is a literal vault on wheels. The body structure uses a mix of ultra high strength steel and aviation grade aluminum. It is engineered to absorb impacts that would absolutely crush lesser cars into a tin can. But the philosophy here isn't just surviving a crash, it's never having one in the first place. That Aquila Super Sensing Suite I mentioned earlier, it feeds into NIO's Active Safety 2.0 system. This car is constantly paranoid. It is constantly scanning the horizon like a secret service agent. It has automatic emergency braking that can detect a pedestrian wearing dark clothes at night in the pouring rain. It has blind spot monitoring that won't just beep at you. It will forcefully steer you out of harm's way if you try to merge into a semi-truck. And because of those four-dimensional radars, it can literally see through the car in front of you. It bounces radar under the car head to detect if traffic 2 cars ahead is stopping suddenly. It feels illegal to be this advanced. It practically refuses to let you crash. You could let a blindfolded golden retriever drive this thing and it would probably parallel park better than your dad. Alright, take a deep breath. We are opening the doors. This is the moment where European luxury automakers need to just close up shop and go home, because the interior of the NIO ET9 is not a car cabin. It is a first-class lounge on a private Gulfstream jet. The second you slide into the driver's seat, you realize there are almost no physical buttons. Everything is draped in the highest quality Napa leather, real wood accents, and soft touch microfibers. There is no cheap, scratchy rental car plastic anywhere. If you find cheap plastic in this car, it's probably because you brought it inside with you. The steering wheel is this futuristic yoke design that retracts. Wait, hold on, let me back up. Yes, it retracts, because the ET9 features a true steer-by-wire system. There is no physical steering column connecting the wheel to the tires. It's all done by sensors and electric motors. This means at high speeds, the steering is firm and precise. But in a parking lot, you only have to turn the yoke a few degrees to go full lock. It is completely alien. You feel like a fighter pilot. But you're not even looking at the steering yoke because your eyes are glued to the screens. In the center, you have a massive 14.5-inch 3K OLED panel display with Dolby Vision. The refresh rate is buttery smooth. The interface is faster than a brand new iPad Pro, and it controls everything from the multi-zone climate to the 5G connectivity. But the driver gets something even better. There is no traditional gauge cluster. Instead, NIO implemented an industry-first Sapphire full-focus augmented reality heads-up display. It projects a massive 120-inch equivalent image onto the road in front of you. Your navigation arrows literally appear to float on the asphalt. It shows your speed, your media, your blind spots, and even highlights pedestrians in augmented reality. You feel like Tony Stark driving this thing. I swear, this interior looks more luxurious than cars 3 times the price. But I told you earlier there was one feature hiding in this car.
Okay, now we will reserve the rest for our next video, which focuses on NIO as a car company. In that video, we will talk about their sub-brands as well, which is Onvo, ONVO, and Firefly. Okay, they are now entering European markets and they are doing wonderfully. And oh my God, why are we on NIO here today? During our midday recap is because NIO just reported a fantastic quarter this morning. And this is their first ever quarterly profitability. My gosh, bravo NIO, congratulations. And the stock sold up how much? Let's see. Where do I have it? Okay, never mind. Okay, NIO reported its Q4 and full year 2025 financial results on March 10, 2026, announcing a significant milestone of its first ever quarterly net profit driven by record high deliveries across its 3 brands. The 3 brands are NIO, Onvo, ONVO, and Firefly. Firefly is the sub-brand that makes smaller electric cars that rival the likes of Mini Cooper and one of the other one. I suddenly forgot the name. Key Q4 2025 financial results: total revenues renminbi 34.65 billion, 4.95 billion USD equivalent, 75.9% increase year over year. Wow. Net profit renminbi 282.7 million, equivalent to 40.4 million USD, compared to a net loss of 7.11 billion renminbi in Q4 2024. Adjusted net profit, amazing USD equivalent 103.9 million. Vehicle deliveries 124,807 units, an increase of 71.7% year over year. What was Tesla's for last quarter? Okay, never mind. Vehicle margin 18.1%, up from 13.1% in Q4 2024. Now, why I am talking about NIO during my midday recap, I want to let you guys know how important it is to buy a company before everyone else does. When I first purchased Amazon stocks when I was still in Cal Berkeley, that was year 2000. I asked my friends in the school, I asked my family, I asked my relatives. Nobody knew what Amazon was about. Nobody have ever heard of that name for any company. In year 2014, I started buying shares of Tesla. I asked around my coworker, my relatives, my uncles. Nobody had ever heard of the name Tesla as a car company. Now, you may say, oh, you have the company shares now. Oh, you feel like a genius. No. You purchase because other people already know. You are just behind the other people who have purchased those shares years ahead of you. You are so far behind, actually. You didn't see this company coming before. You are just buying it now because you come to know the company because you see the products everywhere. It's not because you have the insight before that you saw this company coming. No. I asked around my friends, relatives, co-workers last year, did they know anything about SoFi Technologies? Nobody knew the name. Nobody. Even people who have heard the company's name, I asked them, do you use the app? Do you have the banking app or personal finance app? Nobody had the app. I asked them to download. You want to be early for the next big thing. Amazon digitized everything commerce. Tesla, originally digitized everything mobility. SoFi Technologies digitize everything finance and banking. You see the parallel of these three companies? Unfortunately, Tesla has not lived up to what the CEO has promised. There have been a lot of over promises and a lot of under deliveries on Tesla's end. Unfortunately, and that is another video for us to focus on. This video is not about Tesla. It's about NIO. All these Chinese car companies, Xiaomi, Expand, NIO, and Build Your Dreams, BYD, they all share same philosophy. No matter how difficult to penetrate markets, we do our best to win customers over at affordable prices. You have all these crazy tariffs going on from all over the world, and these Chinese electric car company keep on gaining global market shares. Imagine one day if all these tariffs are removed, how crazy their growth rate can be. And we are talking about even Tesla, without global tariffs, they still struggle to grow their electric car sales. And in America, they are actually having shrinkage in their year-over-year sales. And they have been quietly discontinued the productions of Model X and Model S. they cannot even compete in China. No. The Chinese car at the same price, they have much better technology, much better comfort features. They have stone massage, just like the NIO ET9 executive sedan you just saw. They have similar stone massage for the electric cars that are half the price of this NIO ET9. Just don't have that much packed features. But still, stone massage is stone massage. Try it on our Teslas, right? Okay, guys, I don't want to say too many bad things about Tesla. Hopefully, Elon will still do some great things, which is compared to Amazon, Google, which they are on a tier. They are delivering what they can promise. Tesla is always over delivers and over promises and under delivers. That is how the history of this company is. So that is one reason I'm not buying Tesla. And the other reason is for each dollar of their profit, you are paying more than 350 times because the current PE is 350. Do you want to do that for each dollar of their profitability? You pay 350 times for them. Do you want to do that? I don't want to do that. SoFi PE, current PE is only 45 or 48. But then some analysts are already saying they won't pay 45x for each dollar of SoFi profits for today. Then why would you pay 350 times for each profit? Double dollars for Tesla, right? So anyway, as of February 23, 2026, also the other news about Pure Storage, the company has been rebranded to EveryPure. So PSTG, remember in the other video I talked about 15 stocks I'm buying for 2026. One of them is Pure Storage. The company has been rebranded to EveryPure. So, but then their ticker symbol is still PSTG. P as Peter, S as Sam, T as Tommy, G as Gaga. Lady Gaga. All right, and EveryPure. So here is the last one, Vertiv Holdings, VRT. Congratulations that they are joining S&P 500. It was announced last Friday. Congratulations. I was in at $177 per share. And what are they today? Let me see. It's good to know. Let's see. Oh, 270. So I was in just about 2 months ago. 177 this year, and I remember it went up to almost 195, and then it went down to 177 again. Yeah, my purchase price, and then it shot up because of the crazy good earning report and the upbeat forecast by the management going forward, and then now the S&P 500 inclusion, and this stock is still not overvalued. I believe it will be 300 soon. Nothing is financial advice. You must do your own due diligence. And thank you guys. Thank you for watching. And oh, by the way, before I go, I believe the market is trying to find bottoms now. Why I'm saying that? Because I'm seeing on level 2 from my friend's account that the capitals are flowing back to United States. The capital that are flowing out of United States compared to the capitals that are flowing into United States markets, the inflow is bigger than the outflow for the last 5 trading sessions. So it looks like funds are trying to buy some stocks in discounts, and as we all know, some high-tech stocks have come down considerably over the last 3 to 4 months. Especially even SoFi, right? From 30 plus to under 20 plus, 20 minus. So a lot of people are seeing the opportunities here. So it is a starting point. doesn't mean that, oh, tomorrow or next week the market will be ripping much higher. No, I'm not saying that, but it could be trying to find the bottom, could still zigzag a little bit, but the worst is almost over, because we have so much bad news just have been coming out. From now on, maybe slightly and gradually going to more good news going forward, right? So, and market is what is a mechanism that is forward looking, right, for the next 6 to 12 months, what the general economy will look like, and then the market will go up or down according to the perspective of most investor towards 6 months down the road to 12 months down the road. So it's forward-looking mechanism. All right, so hopefully crude prices will stabilize more or even come down more, and then the market sentiment will be great. And due to also consumer is still doing great, but still we have some lingering debt issue with the consumer, especially credit card. Other than that, job prospect is okay, good. Company are still paying a lot of R&D, especially for the AI expansion. So we should expect improved profitability of companies and also scalability of their products and production, and also efficiency of the production, especially lowering the cost of their cost of goods sold, which in turn lowered prices in the future for their services and products, which will benefit consumers. And then there will be another leg up for the overall stock market. If that trends continue, we should see a bottom soon. Nothing is financial advice. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. Once again, this is your boy NIO here. Thank you.